Hello, everybody. How are you doing this evening? It is Wednesday. It is June the 11th, and it is 7 o'clock on the East Coast. You know, I have to tell you the day and the time and where we are because sometimes people forget where we are. And we have people visiting us from all over. So, guess what? Guess what? You have tuned into the Power of Transformation broadcast. And I am your host, Dr. Paula Obi, and we meet here every Wednesday. And we talk, we have visitors, but this time we're going to celebrate my birthday. Woo! And it was a big one. It is a big one. We're going to celebrate. You see the happy birthday to the little crown. Isn't that cool? All right. So. Tell your friends. Tag them. Text them. Call them if you have time. Whatever you need to do, you tell them, because we're going to have a little birthday celebration. We're going to talk about birthdays tonight with some very special guests, and they're going to be popping in and out. So anyway, if you do it, I'm going to tell you to do it. I have my phone. We'll see you in just a few minutes. A birthday party without a couple of your friends joining us. So couple of my friends are here. Let's bring them on in because we're going to have a little discussion about birthdays.
Hi. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy
Ooh, now that was good. That's what you call spontaneity right there. My birthday was last week, but I wanted to celebrate with my friends.
Trying to celebrate twice.
Well, we're just gonna celebrate the whole evening.
Yeah, that's right.
So we're gonna laugh. So I hope you're gonna relax. I'm gonna ask some questions. We're gonna talk. I want to just chit chat. These are just a couple of my friends. I don't want y'all to think I don't have,
Yes, you do.
No. But these are the ones who, at the last minute, I threw a party. You know how you call somebody and go, can you meet me at Panera Bread? Those friends are like, what? You don't even like Panera, but come on anyway. So I'm just grateful that we're going to talk birthdays.
Yeah.
So we're going to go in alphabetical order, but I have one or two questions, right?
Come on with it.
Come on. I just want to know from each of you, if you had a birthday party, what was your favorite birthday party? If you can remember what age, just give me a snippet. So if we can do like alphabetical order, I think we can get it. And if you have to pass, say pass. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. No, I can't say that. If you can think about that, what was the best? Part of it is because many of us have so many wonderful birthdays, we can't pick one out. Have you ever planned a birthday party for yourself that turned out great?
Yes.
Okay, check this out. Maybe the best party in the world is the one we throw for ourselves. What y'all think? What do you think, Dada Dawn?
Yes. I remember my favorite party was when I turned 45. My son was going to kindergarten when I turned 45.
Wow.
And
you see me scratching my head.
So when he went to school, I told everybody that I was going to have a party for myself because he was going to school. And so I told a couple of my friends, so they organized it, but I told them that I was, but the one thing that stood out is a friend of mine drove from Virginia. She surprised me and showed up at my front door because we were going out to eat. But she surprised me at the door. I didn't know she was coming.
There's always that one. There's always that one that says, I'm going to surprise her. Now, Crystal, Miss Crystal, she and Renita, they are the party extraordinaires, you know. They do party in. If they say party, people like, okay, what time? Let me see.
Right. But I'm telling you, I'd have had so many, but I can say my 50th party. And what stood out the most was that year, actually, I had some people that was there, that was present, that didn't make it the next year. So them being there with me that on my 50th birthday meant so much to me. And plus, I gave out gifts on my birthday.
Hey!
But my 50th birthday party was awesome because, like I said, that I had some people that was there that didn't make it the next year for my birthday.
That's
you know, so that was so special. And then when you did the broom dance, I did a whole lot of dance. I danced on the table. Look, I even though Bishop Lewis was there, it did not matter. I was dancing on the table and everything. My 50th birthday.
Your 50th birthday.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
I just want to know, can we get invited to the 60th or the next one? Is that the kind of party we going to?
I'm past that, but the next one I have, I'll let you know.
You let us know.
You just call it 60th again. It don't got to be the right number.
Right.
Renita, you witness all this because there's she witnessed all that.
Always in the midst.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what's really interesting? I do know, and we were Noah and I were talking about that earlier. Everybody doesn't have a custom of birthdays, right?
No.
And Noah has a story she was sharing. I had to cut her off because time for show, but everybody just doesn't.
No.
So when you become an adult, you kind of start to be like, I'm gonna celebrate my birthday, right, Noelle?
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, growing up, I never really celebrated birthdays. It wasn't a big deal. So when I got older, I actually got a chance to throw my husband his 40th birthday. And I was like, this is so much fun.
Yeah.
Every couple times we can throw a big party for you.
Yeah. I just think it's so cool if you think about it. It's just celebrating.
Mm-hmm.
Just celebrating others.
Yes.
And celebrating yourself, right?
Absolutely.
You all can take turns and tell me what's your best way to celebrate. I'm going to celebrate me.
That's right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
However, some people don't.
I know.
Some people don't have that accustomed to celebrating themselves, or some don't expect to be celebrated. So they don't expect.
It's a party.
Just calling you out.
But I think Paul and I talked about it earlier when people say, no, I don't want to do anything for my birthday. And I told her, I said, I look at it. She asked what I thought about that. And I said, I look at it at the point where people have never had that done for them. Yeah. So to keep them from being hurt or having expectations, they just put in their head, no, I don't want anything done for my birthday. I've never said we've never said that. We want something done. Who gives out birthday gifts on their birthday party? We want something done on our birthday.
Well, she's giving me an idea. Everybody that's on tonight is probably going to get something from me because I think that's a very good way to celebrate.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I tell people I accept gifts all year long.
That's good. Wait a minute. Should I put my cash app up there? Is that
out there?
We didn't get that ready, Paula.
I wasn't prepared for that.
You want some more party people?
Yes. This is a party. Come on in, baby. This is a party. Now, these are the folks that I hang around all the time. Oh, Don, it's so good to see you. We're just celebrating the It's good to see everybody. Oh, look at that.
This my sister Paul is her birthday.
Hello, we're celebrating. We're having a party. We're having a party.
Happy birthday.
Now, see what I'm saying? She don't need a party, I think that celebration spirit has to start from somewhere.
Absolutely.
And if you can walk in the room and start celebrating, hey, I'm with you. I'm
right.
on your side.
Mhm.
I'm on your side.
That's our niece.
That's our niece.
Give us
It
something
is
this year.
your niece.
Yes.
I told you they know how to party. They know how to party. So the one idea that I've got that I like is that I give presents. So I guess I can give presents. You know, well, we can do that. I'm a giver. I like to do that. Also, have you ever been to a surprise party that didn't turn out so well?
Uh-uh.
No, I can't say that I have.
Really, don't really know.
No, I don't think I remember. I was telling you about my sister's party. I mean, she was really shocked, and I was surprised that no one had said anything. And I told you, I actually called her down the street from her house. She didn't even know I was in town, and they really pulled it. Her husband really pulled it off. I mean, that was one of the best surprises I ever seen because you had to see her face when she walked into the room because she thought she was going to another event, but the party was for her.
Oh, I love it.
But that means somebody did a good job.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And the food was great.
Birthday party.
You know, I can say when I threw my husband his surprise party, the two people that I was most concerned with that had the most distinguished vehicles, because we'd gone out, I said, please don't park in front of the building. Guess where they parked?
In front of
the building. So he knew something was going on when he saw his brother's vehicle from out of town. And one of his best friend's big old Jeep that's so noticeable you can't miss it from 10 miles down the road, and he knew something was going on, something was up, but he was still happy. Thankfully,
he was so happy. I think if you have those kind of surprises, you're really good because you're like oh, and you're getting all excited. My dad says happy birthday. I'm gonna tell you something about what I've learned about birthdays down through the years. It's the people. Whether it's two people, one person, two people, that's what makes the party nice. Mm-hmm. And I remember one year I had this thing in mind I wanted to do, and I didn't get it. You know how I didn't plan it and I didn't get it. Have you ever tried? I know the party people over here plan something and it didn't go your way.
Yeah.
So I had this vision. Let's just say I had this vision. And I think at that time that vision might have been a little bit too expensive. You know what I'm saying? But I remember a friend of mine, and she couldn't join us because she had another engagement, had their party at her house. And I think it was a surprise. I can't remember. But I think I was supposedly going over her house to eat. Mm-hmm. And I walked in and there were all these friends, y'all.
Aww.
And even though it wasn't what I had planned, I had that moment of, if they didn't care about you, they wouldn't be here.
That's good. That's good. That's good. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They got in their car and drove and gave gifts and had cake and sitting on the porch and laughing and talking and carrying on. They wouldn't be here. And I think if we get that attitude, that's what's cool. They cared. They came to see about you. So let's get the party started.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's get the party.
Now all we need is boots on the ground. That's all we need.
I don't know if you could put all of us in the same place or not, because I don't know if they can handle it, but we would certainly get it. Now, I got to throw a little wrench in there because I always got a little something.
Uh-oh, what is it? Go for it.
I got to tell you about my grandmama's birthday party. Have you ever had my grandmama was in her 80s, and they were getting ready to throw her a party, and it was not a surprise. But the coordinators of the birthday party were not as just not as personable as we like. So they started demanding that different people do things. Have you ever had that party? We're gonna have a party for so and so, and you're gonna bring it, and you're gonna. Mm-hmm. Has anybody ever been there? And they call up, and you're gonna
told.
Voluntold. You're right.
You have to have you have to have the right kind of personality to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. To call somebody up and just say, we're having a party and you're going to be responsible for. I know Crystal is one. because Krista
Yes.
could probably get it out of him, but this particular person's personality wasn't cool. And my grandmother's like, I'm not going.
Right. Right.
Well, you're not going to your own party? No.
Mm.
And I said, what happened? Well, they said, you're not going to your own birthday party.
That's funny. That's
Seriously.
absolutely
No,
funny.
they didn't talk to me right, and I don't care. She just went back to that. They told me I was going to do so. It's my party. Oh, she just acted so different. Then my phone started ringing. You need to talk her into coming to her own party. I said, you need to be nice to her.
Mhm.
Right.
It is.
Mhm.
That's important.
It is. I mean, I don't mind having a person who plans a party, but you better be nice when you tell them to bring something or do something, because they may not like it. So she told me exactly what happened. Something was said in a tone she didn't like. I said, you got to ignore all that. This is for your party. I know, but I don't have to have it. We talked to what she was saying was, you need to show me the party side of party.
It's supposed to be fun.
It's supposed to be fun. You can't hear me?
Mhm.
It's supposed to be fun. And sometimes people are a little, they don't know how to throw a party right. So you need to call somebody else. You need to put them behind the scenes. You know what I mean? They don't need to be in front.
You have to pick the person who's the most personable to be the party planner. You can't. I mean, that's just real. I mean, you have to look at the person who's planning the party. Is this person someone everybody wants to be around? I mean, I don't blame your grandmother. I wouldn't probably want to go either.
She didn't want to go, and her son didn't want to go. So I'm like, we really got a problem. You know, and it's all
they had the wrong party planner.
They had the wrong party.
You got to be able to deal with those different personalities.
You need a Renita and a Crystal when you're trying to plan a party, y'all. I can't hear
or let
you.
them host it, or at least let them host it.
Is that better? Hi, Tasha! Let's see what's
I can
going
barely hear y'all. Let me see if I get this louder, Lord. How's everybody?
Hello.
Okay, y'all, this is Tasha. She's joined the party. You can barely hear us? Can we bring, we might have to bring Renita back in and out. And let's see. You can't hear us either?
Why can't I hear?
Have we taken all the party mojo out of everything?
There we go.
Okay, Tasha. Okay,
everybody.
Hi, everybody. We've been talking partying and the best parties, and now we're talking about kind of like the worst party, but we'll get back. I want you to think about the best birthday party you've ever had and share it with us as we bring back our guests. There you are. Can you hear us?
Can you hear us?
So Tasha, say hi to everybody.
Hi, Tasha.
Hello, hello.
But eventually, just as what you were saying is that if you're going to plan a party, you do need the right person out front.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Sometimes I don't think you really need a big party. I know, like for me, it wasn't always a big deal. And so my husband, you know, he got our son, and when I came home from work that day, they just had a balloon waiting. It said happy 29th. I was 40. So I love the balloon.
That works. Hey,
that worked for me. Had my favorite chocolate, had a gift, had a bunch of little knickknacks, and they just had it waiting for me whenever I got home. And to this day, you know, our son still thinks I'm 29, so it was a perfect gift overall.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
I'm like that. I think I'm like that too. I don't need a whole lot of people. I have my siblings and stuff. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's a whole lot of people.
But you know, I think she has a great point, doesn't she, Tasha? It's the people that makes the difference.
Yes, absolutely.
Whether you're sitting there with one cupcake or no cupcakes and looking at your favorite movie or laughing and have your favorite song, that's what really makes it. You know, Dad and I, well, we ate out my favorite foods and we were happy with one of my favorite cousins, and we had a good time.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That's what's important.
It's the people.
Yes.
So Tasha, you thinking about that one birthday that you enjoyed so much? Well, we're gonna let her think a little bit more. So
yeah, let me think about that.
But I do believe,
I didn't tell you guys my favorite birthday, I think,
Okay.
was, I forgot how old I was turning, but I had a 70s themed birthday party.
70s theme.
Yes. With the bell bottoms and everything. It was
Oh,
great.
wow.
And my grandmother was there, and she tried to dress up, but she ended up looking like Harriet Tubman. But hey, anyway, she was there. The thing is, the fact that she put in the effort and came.
No, she didn't say she looked like Harriet Tubman.
She did.
Oh,
She
She
did.
tried. She
But
tried.
she did that. She put in the effort, and you know, she always came to our parties because she said she loved seeing her children have fun.
Ah.
And she would just sit there and just look and be last to leave, and she would stay. But she loved seeing us have fun. She didn't care what we were doing. We were having fun, and she would sit there and she put in the effort to be at all of them.
And you know what? To me, we have hit on like 2 or 3 really great points. You want to hello, hi Adria. We want to enjoy our birthday celebration or someone's birthday celebration. We want to enjoy that. And you don't need a whole bunch of people, but you do need to bring some fun with you. So if you're not, has anybody ever had to put somebody out because they wasn't, participating the way they should? I haven't. But I'm sure I've not had that kind of environment. But I'm sure there's some people who probably could say, "Well, yeah, we had to get rid of some people so we could really enjoy the party or wait for them to leave."
No.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I have either. I'm good. That's good. I don't have that.
I mean, I kicked some people out of a party. It wasn't necessarily a birthday party, but it was getting out of control, and we were kids.
Well,
and
yeah, that's a
Mom
whole
was out
nother-
of town in Puerto Rico, so we were throwing a house party. And it
Yeah,
got
Darcy,
a little
there
out
you
of
go.
control.
Yeah, you had to
See,
open
now
the
that's
doors. So you got to
different.
go. You got to get your hat.
Yeah,
Go.
yeah, because you try not to mess up the house.
You try.
Right. We can't get caught.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Because
Because you're
I
trying to make
haven't
it look
put
like it was
anybody
good.
out, but I've
You had
seen people have to be carried out.
Yes.
Yes. Who said that? Dr. Dawn. We had a time last night. We had a time.
That right there's a lot of partying going on right there. There's a lot of partying. But do you see? I want you to just feel the atmosphere. How do we sound?
Like we having a good time.
That is really
Fun.
so important to understand the purpose behind celebrating.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
So even if it's 1 or 2,
That's right.
why not celebrate? First,
Yes.
I celebrate.
know what you like. Know what you like. I'm celebrating the whole month. Anybody celebrate the whole month with me?
Touch and agree.
I have
I'm
never done that before.
Come on in, Victoria. Victoria, do you want to come on in with us? Andrew, do you want to come on in with us?
Come on in.
Come on. Join the fun.
I think that it's okay to just decide if I'm going to celebrate all month. It may be that I'm going to watch some of my favorite movies because I'm a British genre person.
Me too.
Me too. You know
Ooh,
that's
I
I
love
love
it.
Paula.
I
You know
love it. I do. So it may be that I'm going to pop popcorn. See, the thing that we're saying to each other is we know how to create an atmosphere.
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
An atmosphere. Now, it doesn't take a lot of planning all the time. Sometimes it's spontaneous.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Yes.
And somebody says, "Come on over. We're I know your birthday was last week, but I cooked a pot of spaghetti, or I did this, or I did that, or I thought about you today." If we could get to that, that would be really cool.
Yes.
You know, also, as women, I think that we water so many people.
We do.
We pour into so many people that at some point in time we have to realize that he who has watered now must be watered.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Every day
Yeah.
in some way.
Absolutely. And it's okay.
So give us some examples of how we water. Come on now.
You
This
just
is
said, pop some popcorn, enjoy yourself, go get your nails done, feet done, whatever. Take a walk in the park, do something spontaneous.
Buy yourself a cupcake.
Yeah,
Who said cupcake? Yes.
yeah. Listen, frolic through a park.
yes.
Get it hard again. Go to Dave and Buster's. Do anything that gives you joy.
That gives you joy.
Anything that gives you joy.
Anything that gives you joy. And that is what's so important, because a lot of people have lost their joy because they've forgotten how to do those little things.
Yeah.
I made me some brownies the other night at like 9:30 at night. My husband's like, "What are you doing?" I says, "I feel like eating some brownies."
Enjoying my life. I
I have pretty much eaten by myself.
And the whole house is smelling like brownies.
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night, those brownies are cooked.
That's
Yes.
Smelling like love. And I think that what Renita and what you're saying, Noel, is there's always a way to show love. There's always a way to show love. And I remember when I was with a family, and the way they showed love was to have, board games and stuff like that. There's always a way.
Yes.
If we could just figure it out, we could ease some of this tension that we have going on sometimes. What you think about that? So the least, go ahead. You agree? We have to take pleasure in the simple things. This was a party that I threw at the last minute. And I'm like, whoever's going to come is going to come. It would be me and Noel. And I'm like, and we're just going to party and laugh, because when I think about what friendships are, I think about you.
Oh.
When I think about celebrations, now there are other people I invite. I think about you all because you like to celebrate. You've put this seed in my life. So I'm here to celebrate with you on the 11th.
Yes.
Love
So
it.
let me see what other questions. Anybody have another question? Let me see. So I think I've asked every party. I talked about the surprise. I've talked about the favorite. I don't want to talk about the worst because I don't want to bring that up. But I know that there have been some parties that you've gone to where you walked in and it was quiet. Crystal, but the minute you walked in, it wasn't quiet anymore.
No, it was not.
Go ahead, tell me about it, Crystal.
Please don't invite me to no party and y'all are sitting down.
Yeah, no.
Not if the Obies invited. The Obies are loud and boisterous and joyous people. We like to laugh, and we will hug you and kiss you to death.
Right. Yep.
That's us
Party
all day long.
I come in here, I walk in there and I would say, wait a minute, I thought this was a party.
That's right.
Let's get it popping.
Absolutely.
And before in about 5 minutes, hey, it's a party.
That's
It's
right.
a party. It's a party.
Because you said celebrate. You can celebrate. If you don't sit down and do nothing, you can stay at home.
Right. Right.
No.
Stay home and suck on pickles.
No.
I agree.
And you know
don't
what?
want that over here.
You don't want that over here.
No.
Put on your eye mask and your pajamas and go to bed.
But let me tell you this right here, because people know who I am. When they invite me, they know who I am and how I'm going to be. So I said to myself one time, I said, I'm gonna go in here and not say anything and not just just be quiet. Do you know how many people came and asked me, "Hey, you all right? What's wrong with you?" But because it was out of my character, but I tried.
Right, you tried.
What they want.
I had to give the people what they want.
Somebody give people what they need. Right? Yeah.
They invited you to the party so that you could have a good time.
Right.
That's right.
You get the party started.
If you invite me to have a good time, I'm going to have a good time.
Listen, with sis, there is no boring time. I don't care if it's a party. It could be a surgery. It could be a last check appointment. Does not matter. With Crystal, there's no boring time.
No boring times. And that's the way we should all be. Why should boring birthday parties? What's the point of a boring birthday party? You can have a quiet and relaxed. You can have a quiet and relaxed party. That's nice though.
What's a quiet and relaxed party?
The point of a what now? What did she say?
A quiet and relaxed party.
Party.
Yes.
Party.
So let's talk about this. So, like, what kind of music? When I think about like a good old fashioned old school party, I hear some Frankie Beverly and Maze playing.
There we go. Now Frankie Beverly could turn out a party, could he not? Now, but when she said the 70s party, I went on back to put it in the one ads and all of that.
That's
and
right.
all
That's
those
right.
And then bring it on up to Frankie. Now Frankie
That's
Beverly
right.
could turn
Absolutely.
out a party.
Absolutely.
Yes, he could.
I'm telling you, it was something about
Timeless
music that
music.
would it just
I'm not
had.
going with y'all with
And,
that.
and, and some of us were so sanctified and filled with the Holy Ghost until we can't even enjoy the Frankie Beverleys of the world.
Wow. No, not me.
Okay, that would be the next
That
show.
would not be me. That would not be me.
So what else?
Been dead over here.
Now, but you know,
I needed the one put the camera in.
still is a big Patti LaBelle thing.
What?
You like Patti LaBelle? Which
I
one
did
is
until
your
I saw
favorite
it
song?
years ago.
Yeah.
You know what? I really
don't bring
love
Patti.
If Only You Knew.
Oh yeah.
No.
You said no.
Look at the water twins. The water twins. What do y'all like,
No.
baby? What y'all like?
No, you gotta play something better than that with Patti LaBelle.
Okay, what's going then?
She said at a party you can't play that like that and everybody crying.
That's why. Hey, that one.
Yes.
Oh,
Which one is that one?
Oh, you talking about Patty's Baby Mama Line?
Yes.
Yeah. That was before the plastic surgery.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
yeah.
Lord.
The sleeping time.
That was my one. She was fierce. She was fierce then. She was, but the girl could sing. But you know, I grew up with the Aretha's and the Temptations and all of those groups that just the Jacksons and the
Motown.
Now, we all grew up with all of them. And then when I became older, it was the Frankie Beverleys. It was all those other groups that, as I was growing older, they grew older with them. The music changed.
The Earth, Wind and Fires and all that.
And now I'm still trying to do the dances, y'all. I'm gonna tell you something. When a kid can out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 turn around, me, I'm going somewhere to sit down. These kids are good.
They are. I still get out there and dance. Now, listen, I'm not learning the line dance because that's just a way of trying to make me do exercise. I'm not doing it.
That's what I'm talking about. You got to
if that's true, we're going to boots on the ground, but I'm going to sit in the chair. And I'm not going to use the fan. I'm going to use a paper plate as a tambourine or something.
Oh, wow.
But I'm not doing the dance because I can dance. But the way these knees set up this now, I know my limitations.
Oh,
Tasha can help me with that, but with this
just rock.
But I'm a good chair dancer.
Oh, okay. With the chair.
There you go.
I mean, I know you have to get up for the classic, the electric slide, though, right? You still get up for that.
No, I'm not doing that. That's
it's a classic.
But she
I'm a
says,
good chair dancer.
Good chair dancer. I just love it when everybody's just doing what they want to do and they're happy doing it.
We getting her a rolling chair.
Well, I did try that to
Not rolling chair.
Mia dance. It didn't work out. It just looked like I was shouting. It didn't work out, so I don't do it anymore.
I'm gonna tell you something. Some of us need to probably dance a little bit more. Because it's in our blood.
Yes.
It's like nobody's watching.
Dance like nobody's watching. Yeah. Like nobody's watching.
Or
and
dance
be
like
happy
Donna
about
Summer.
the fact that you
Last dance. You got to dance like Donna Summer said. Last dance. Last chance. you get Donna Summer.
Is that a fast song? I'm gonna have to look it up now. Last chance. Okay, let me write that one down.
We went back to the 70s again. Now the 70s party was the 70s. Was that Donna Summer 70s and 80s?
She was a beautiful woman.
She sure was. And all of those folks were coming out big, loud, and proud and dancing. And then you cry because there's always somebody with a love song because somebody's heart's broken. You can always got that one. And then then you got another one. But I just remember, y'all brought back some memories. That was good. So what else do I need tonight? Okay, we got some more time, don't we? Do we need another question? Look at Dawn. You know, Dawn she is just so, she knows how to be in the broadcast, whether she's in the building or whether she's in her car.
She riding.
She didn't even miss a beat.
Dr. Dawn going to we know where you going. You going to Bojangles.
You're going to Bojangles.
Where you going? You going to get some
Right
food
there in
action.
the elevator.
Popeyes. Chick-fil-A.
I've been in the elevator. I've been in my office, and now I'm going home.
Okay. Well, all right.
I didn't know she was switching. See, that's how you do it.
Yep.
You don't even know that she's switching, but she's still a part of the party. That's somebody who's dedicated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
I'm having
smiling
a
after
good
work all
time.
day.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I said I'm
what'd you
having a
say,
really
Tasha?
good time.
Yeah, I wanted tonight to be laughter and for us to talk all over each other, because that's what we do.
Yes.
You know, and then when we hear something, we talk again. So somebody says
Now
something.
we need some cupcakes, y'all. We need some cupcakes.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, I had my fill on brownies, so I think it's good to see.
Well, for my birthday, I had cheesecake
Ooh,
Oh,
what
my
kind?
favorite.
from Costco, and then I had some
we
from
got
the
a gift
Cheesecake.
bag.
I had some from the
Look.
Cheesecake Factory first.
Oh, look at the shoes.
Brown.
Boots.
What's
What's going on with the
that?
boots?
That's what you do. You trying to turn it out. See,
What,
trying to
these boots are made for a walker. What is that?
There you go.
Let's see what's in your goodie bag, Paula.
That's your goodie bag.
Paula, let's see what's in
Oh, it's a
your
goodie bag. Okay.
Oh, is that a
That's
good
it.
bag?
Oh.
I didn't know what that was. Like a boot.
Oh, it's all boots on the ground. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a goodie
You
bag.
have you have your chocolates.
Oh,
We have all those
Nice.
chocolates.
Yeah.
We come to celebrate.
Mhm.
We come to celebrate.
this is called this. You got friends,
Look.
We come to celebrate. We
Bubbles.
got bubbles.
the clappers. Are those the clappers?
No, this is a bubble. What?
Oh, that's the wagon.
That's the wagon.
See,
for
if
bubbles.
I had practiced ahead of time, I could have sent you a little party box, and you could have had all my
nice.
parties.
Mm.
What
we
else
got
is
a
in
party
the shoe?
bag. We got a party bag right here for you.
Well, thank you. Look at that party boot.
Yeah.
That is such a cool idea. Put it back to the camera again. I want to see it.
Oh,
And I'm so bougie, I probably would have had my pump. That's nice.
That is too cute. I love that.
Why not no boots on, no pumps on the ground? I love that. I'm a little bit out of touch.
That's for you, Sister Paula. This is your bag. Your goodie bag.
Oh, see, people just love me. I don't know why, they just do.
Because you love us.
That's right.
Mhm.
And
I
you are
do- I
so
do
deserving
try.
of more and more love.
I try
Yes,
to
you
love
are.
you. I do. I tell you, I'm so grateful for this show, and I know Noel's gonna cut me off in a few. We got a few more minutes, right, Noel?
about 3.
Okay, about 3 more minutes. So
But it's your show.
So I always like to talk a little bit about what the show is. It's based on an excerpt from Romans 12:2. Be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. And I think partying and talking about celebrating, it makes you happy.
Yes.
Yes, it
That,
does.
I cannot get that shoe out of my head. You see it's the little things. Did y'all see that boot? It's the little thing filled with love and candy and stuff. We think a person needs this gigantic whatever. What
It's
if
the
they
little
just
things,
need-
yeah.
It's the little things.
Yes,
It is.
absolutely.
You just want to know someone's thinking of you, just a little bit.
Yeah, that they're thinking of you. They know how to express it. You remember when we were kids, we would make our own cards and give them away. We thought that was
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
You know, now it's sort of matter to make your card. You're looking at them like,
Right.
Bro, you need to be paying for something.
you go to the dollar store. You know, we might have something to say. But if we could get back to the places where what we do is show love in our actions,
Yes.
Yes.
I think this is going to be a memorable occasion. Because Victoria said you are hilarious. We are.
We are.
Yeah.
Laughter's good.
And I think this is so good. And a couple of y'all that missed the party, that's okay. We always have people that miss parties. And catch the next one. But this one, it was meant for us to be here. And Don probably is driven off to go to Bojangles. But the bottom line is it was meant for us to be here to show love. This kind of love. There we go.
All right now, Tiara.
Oh.
See, here's the thing. She gave us these. All right. So why not return the celebration back to her? Because she celebrates everyone that she comes across with love and kindness, and she is intentional about it. This crown that she gave all the women at a conference, she was intentional about making them feel like they were royal.
Royalty.
So quite naturally, you deserve the same thing.
Thank you. I'm wearing mine up here a little bit, so I couldn't
see it.
compete.
I'm waiting for mine.
I don't have any hair, so I can't do it.
Did she say she was wearing? You can put it on the side. Oh, you know what though? It's really important. It's really amazing because when I thought about the theme, I asked myself the question: what makes a woman feel special?
Mhm.
What makes us feel special, y'all? I'm going to give you all an opportunity on my birthday to say what makes you feel special. So whoever wants to start it, and then we're going to end it out. What makes you feel special?
My family.
My family.
Love.
Why?
Because the love that we have for one another, my grandmother and mother said, that's all we have with each other, and we have to love each other, and we do that, and it's so much better in life. It's so much better in life when you have your family's love. For me,
Yeah. All right, who's next? Go ahead, just jump in.
She took mine.
They're sisters. You know, she took mine. All right, who's
I'll
next?
say friends and friends. Well, my friends become family anyway, so
Yes,
that's true.
Families
I
are
don't have any friends that are family.
Oh,
All my friends are treated like family.
Yeah.
absolutely.
yeah. That's good. That's good. What else? What's important?
The little moments for me. Just when your little son picks you up a little flower and thinks of you and says, "Here." It didn't cost him nothing, but he thought of me and gave me the little flower.
Yeah, I think we underestimate. I think we underestimate the power of what she just said.
Yes.
Little things, little moments.
Showing up.
Just showing up with the little things. Those little things have power. What do you think, Tasha? Little things have power. I love that.
I think just the sense of belonging I'm feeling with this group, and connection and laughter. It really does like medicine. Yeah, absolutely.
And we're not laughing at each other, but we're laughing with each other. And we can do this for another hour, because I can guarantee you we got more stories to tell. But just check yourself right now. How you feeling?
Great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Fun.
I need to be invited to their party over there at Renita's house.
Oh, they know what to do.
Come on.
You talking about a party?
It doesn't have to be an occasion. Just come over. We'll turn into one.
They know how to put it together, and they're great role models, and their arms are open wide. Our arms should always be open wide, because this feeling right here, I've laughed. I haven't cried because I've been so excited. I haven't been able to cry, but I've laughed. We've shared. We could go on for a while, but thank you for joining tonight, y'all. You know I got to turn this train around, right? It's been chugging along, having a good time, but I'm telling you, what a celebration. I did invite some more people. They said they pop in, but I think it was just meant for us.
Yes. It's a fact.
This is meant for us.
See, tell them that's how I plan my parties. If whoever's there, that's who it's for.
That's who it's for. And what we've done together is just be an example to others. So I'm going to turn this power transformation train around. She's been out there partying and jamming to Frankie Beverly and everybody else. But it's time for us. So thank you for joining us tonight. Me and just a few of my friends. We have decided to have a wonderful birthday party, just talking about birthdays and surprise birthdays and just enjoying each other. And I hope that you enjoyed us tonight, and that you will share it, and that you will like, and that you will come back to see us soon. We're going to pull in. I am popping the brakes. And I am Dr. Paula Obi, and I'm so glad you're here. And we're going to see you next week. You never know what's going to happen on the Power Transformation, especially during the month of June. So you want to stay tuned and tell your family and your friends to join us. We will have a replay on Saturday at 2:00. You never know what's going to happen then either. You don't want to miss it. So everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Happy,
Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
And for everybody else who has birthdays, happy birthday to you and June as well. Take care. Bye-bye. We love
Bye-bye.
you. Take care.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday.